fucking hate these pantyhose. Don't like, see how the other ones have the pull tab? These ones, actually, you don't have a pull tab, you have to rip them off with force and they don't last, so I'm waiting for that. It's 1:45, and weather, well, I think you guys can pretty much see how crap the weather is. If I had to guess what number the vlog this is, it's maybe 255, I'm not 100% sure. So welcome to another one of my lazy days. Today's Sunday, the 20th of February. Wait, have I got that right? Yes, today's Sunday, the February 20th. So my little brother turns 6 tomorrow, so I'll have to wrap his gift. In fact, I'll put it in an obvious place, so I remember. To put it up. No. Yeah, happy. Perfect. So, I don't think yesterday's vlog was that long, in fact it's still merging. It's 55% merged, so that's great. I've been watching CinemaSins videos and just messing around on, so I've just not really been doing anything at all. I've been looking at Lego sets online, like my my £100 budget I'm giving myself. See, I've done the maths, right? I have about £312 in my bank account right now, 312. I'm going to pay another 300, so I'll be 600 something, is what my total ended up being, so I allow myself that 150 budget. Maybe. The keyword there is might. So, yeah. Other than that, don't really have too much else I'm saying. I've been looking at Lego sets on those deals. Originally my plan was, hey, get one Ninjago set, get one Star Wars set for that £100 budget. I may have went out of control when I was looking, right? So, as you guys know, if you've been watching the vlog, I'd say at least the last kind of month. One, I have this X-Wing here, this one from 2006. I have the TIE Fighter, which is now becoming an Interceptor, which is from 2021. The cool thing about X-Wings and TIE Fighters is when they're released at the same time, they're always kind of scaled to each other to work, like, if it makes sense. For instance, when this was in its TIE Fighter form, it was okay, but actually the 06 X-Wing wasn't the greatest looking in the world. So, because there's the 15-year gap between these two. Although if you got the 2021 X-Wing that went with this, then it was a great combo. As for 2006, I don't think there was an X-Wing, a TIE Fighter available. At least a standard TIE. I think in it was a 2005 light-up TIE Fighter with the light-up Darth Vader that went with this. And so I was looking, because I want to buy up the 2012 Lego Star Wars sets, I was looking at the 2012 X-Wing, right? I was like, I want to get this X-Wing, but I also want to get the TIE Fighter, and both those sets are climbing up in value, right? 10 years old, that's kind of crazy, but see, when you're looking at X-Wings, that TIE Fighter and the X-Wing from January 2012 are considered like, the kind of pinnacle, or one of the pinnacles. It's like, that was the first Lego Star Wars TIE Fighter, well, standard TIE Fighter, to be in the proper colours instead of having the blue. All the grey accents that are on that TIE Fighter, anything before 2009 for some reason was the blue colour. So, yeah. That was the first TIE Fighter to not do that. The X-Wing was the first X-Wing not to have the rubber band system. And it was like a complete redesign. Like, again, these are why these sets are regarded so well. Because, like, get this X-Wing here. See, this is the issue rubber bands. The wings hang down a bit lower than they should after time. Like, oh, that lightsaber's gonna fall. Wait 1 second. So yeah, it's like, you got the rubber bands in there. Bring it to focus. There's also a ton of the rubber bands kind of hold the wings together. Because they're not like held up by bricks, they're just held up by bands. But yeah, so the newer this same design for X-Wing, like there was some colour changes and maybe a brick part or two added over the years. The X-Wing design stayed the same from 1999 up to 2007, and they used it 1, 2, 3. I think they used it 3 or 4 times. My design appeared 3 or 4 times. It was the same. And basically for 13 years, this was basically what an X-Wing looked like. Until, 2012 was like, well, I think that was like the last year you would see rubber bands on any of these kind of ships actually that used them. I think after that, like, they actually figured like a Technics box where you'd flip one switch and the next things would just come out normally. So yeah, there was plus decent minifigure selection. In fact, I'll actually show you both sets. It's in this book somewhere. Okay, so here's the TIE Fighter. You can kind of see, like, that's what I mean by the blue, like, that one from 05 would pretty much be the closest thing to be made to go for the 2006 X-Wing. But it's like, every time they released one, they kind of had one close enough to go with it. And they've been doing, and they've done that for years, and it's like, here's 2012 one plus. That was a strong build, because I remember that owning it. There's some other minifigures. You've got a Black Astromech, which goes well. You've got R5, J2, TIE Fighter Pilot, the Imperial Officer, which those are good to get, because I have one. You don't see them pop up as much as they used to. And you got the Death Star Trooper, which, that's what I like. Instead of just, like, the new one, the newest TIE Fighter had a Stormtrooper, a Pilot, and a Protocol Droid. I like it when they called officers or, you know, Death Star Troopers, because other than the actual Death Star set, where else would you get those? So that was a cool TIE Fighter that's on it, obviously from 2012. Let me show you the X-Wing that goes along with it. Before I show the X-Wing, here's like a couple like the original X-Wing 2004, 2000. I've used it 3 times. That's how you see this one, that doesn't count, so yeah. That's the 2006 X-Wing. Those are looking a bit nicer than mine. Also, because mine's been out of the box for 16 years. So, turn the page. Here's the X-Wing. This is that one I was on about that goes with the TIE Fighter. So the TIE Fighter, all its minifigures were new for 2012. So as you can see, rubber bands are gone. They add a switch at the back. Yeah, this is my favourite version of the X-Wing. But the 2 that have come out since 2018 and 2021 just don't do it for me. There's all the Resistance X-Wings, but wait, are they here? No, we don't talk about those ones. But I like that you got R2D2 and Luke Skywalker, which the R2D2 had been around since 2008. That Luke was in the 2020 AT-AT, so they weren't new. But you got, I think the Jack Porkins, but stayed exclusive. I don't know if the R5D8 did. I can't remember, but really cool X-Wing and would look good next to and a cool pro of these. That TIE Fighter and that X-Wing were scaled to work with the other starships that came out that year. For instance, they were scaled with this, the 2012 Y-Wing, which would also, I've been looking at that set, but that, I couldn't get that as part of a deal like the other ones was. Like, I was lucky to find those other for 50. Like, so I also went with the, if it's here, let me find it. It also scaled to the 2013 anyway, so all those sets would look pretty badass next to each other. So yeah, if I do end up ordering those sets on Friday, the way I'm going to end up doing the way it is I'm going to have to restructure the entire shelves again. Basically, I think I would go back to doing it by... I would try and include the figures still, like I'd still try and have the minifigures involved, but I think I would have to do it by factions, given, you know, like, I can't fit another X-Wing on the episode 4 shelf, and another TIE Fighter wouldn't fit on there, because both those sets would go there. So, I would do it by faction, and that's probably the coolest way to do it. I actually need to fix a thing or 2 on the shelf. The Stormtrooper who's meant to go there, it's up there, because he's a video that's coming up, and these Clone Troopers, let me fix them. Fix it the best I can, but it's one of those things that's bound to get knocked down repeatedly, because, you know, they're not on any points, but yeah. I'll fill some holes in my 2012 collecting event. See, I've already got 3 sets, the Palace, the Skateboard and the Planet, so yeah, I'll add to it. Although, a part of me is like, hold off and see how much money you get for your birthday, and then, because there's other sets I would love to get. I would only be able to get 1 set if I did these, but there's a couple from 2012, like the Gungan sub. I want to add something to my episode 1 collection that is a shelf that needs added to. Although at the same time, like, if I buy these 2, there won't be an episode 1 shelf, it'll have to be done by faction. And my Imperial is one of my favourite ones, plus I would then have 3 types of TIE Fighter. I'd have the Striker, the Interceptor, and the Standard. The Standard's the one I'm looking at. Anyway, enough of me nearly 10 minutes rambling about Lego and junk. Weather, still terrible. Pot noodle will be ready in a couple minutes. I'm going to go to the toilet and I'm going to come back, find something to watch, and then end the clip. Alright, I'm back. So, getting a drink right at the toilet. Another cool thing about buying these sets is add to an army that I've actually not built in can't remember the last time I bought a set that had Rebel Alliance stuff in it. That would actually be quite cool, because let's see, what was the last set I bought, or got, that had the Rebel Alliance in it? So if I had to guess, it was probably in the end of 2019, and if my memory serves me correctly, it was the 20th anniversary Snowspeeder. I've got a couple Rebel related figures, but it'd be cool to add another X-Wing, but a different version. Because I'll admit, that other X-Wing is like, these are great deals. That other TIE Fighter I've seen go for 70 used, and I've seen that X-Wing go for about the same. Like, I could have been paying, 140 all in, which that would instantly be like, no. Those are cool sets, but I have my limits to what I would spend sometimes. And then, of course, there's the £200 Palace, which I thought, fuck it, let's go all out on. But, yeah, if I do my shelves as factions again, I want to figure out a way to do the ships and the minifigures, but that's not really possible. See, what I might do is I might do it in a mix of faction, and faction means like one shelf's the Rebels, one shelf's the Republic. You don't like that. Because that would be a good idea. Although at the same time, I'm like, I come up with this, Monday? No, not Monday. I done this Tuesday or Wednesday, and I do like it, because I mean, that was probably one of the longest I've made. And this one, yesterday's vlog, we're going to 10%, so we will have to go soon. So 68% now, so that's not too bad. Anyway guys, I'll see you. I think today we might do some hoovering and a bit general cleaning up. Because it needs it, and it's not like I'm going anywhere because I'm still isolating. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll probably see you guys, given the time, it's now 2 o'clock. See you around 2:30 or 3. Yesterday's vlog is fully merged. It's 31 minutes long, I think. That's what it said. So, yeah, it's 10 to 3. I almost like finished a pot noodle and putting. All I'm going to do is stuff. I put an MNR production live stream building a Lego Star Wars clone base in 2021. Basically, because last year was 10 years since 2011, the whole point was to build a clone base, like the kind of style and shit they would use in 2011. And I thought the live stream was kind of cool, because all the stuff you see in the background is 2011 or older, which, yeah, I thought was cool. So today, obviously, every so often you get that vlog where 99% doing things. Display, I don't think I'm going to touch that today. I'm quite happy with it. See, I don't want to change it until I've 100% picked out what I'm ordering on Friday. Yes, it technically breaks the Lego Buying Challenge, but think about it, right? I buy it February 25th, right? I don't think it would take 15 days to arrive, so I might hold off till the 1st. Because by the time it arrives, technically I've not broken the No Buying Lego Challenge, so screw it. If I see that deal and I'm still able to get it, that TIE Fighter X-Wing, I'll go for it. If it's not available, say one goes, there's a couple other £50 sets from 2012 Lego Star Wars that I'm after, so yeah. So, I think we should go in the normal, this will be a longer vlog than yesterday, probably. We'll go the normal configuration. We start here, showing all this stuff, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, progress was made, and I think this stopped me from piling clothes on that chair. I'm actually going to put those boxes on that same chair. So obviously still watching the live stream, but those boxes are no good, although if I'm throwing junk out, I'll probably shove some junk in it that I don't quite need. I don't have a use for those boxes, but the two that are in one of these will be disappearing. So basically the situation is, brother's birthday's in there, that one there is the extra doll that Disney sent me was buying my sister's shit, which I still need to do something with. That other one never arrived, so I'll try and check my bank account to see if I got refunded on any of that, so yeah. I've not looked at my bank account in a few days. Anyway, so that clears up this one. Wait! Right, so that's clear. I'm only going to work here until probably about 3:30. I might stop at 3 actually. And go do the dishes in the kitchen just so I'm not worrying about that, but yeah. So I'll put that aside. Combos there. Right, so a couple of these boxes are junk, so just pull it out. That one may still have a use if I need to put anything away. Though, given my room in here, probably not. But, yeah, I'm actually going to put it over at the door in case it somehow becomes useful. Let's see what's that. It's got an invoice from Disney, I'll actually keep that. Or whatever, in case they somehow mail me going on. By the way, can you send this back? I doubt it, but it's easy. So I'm actually going to work my way from here. So, obviously, the foreign Hoover, like, I've done it a couple of days. Not to mention when I took my brother's big box Lego out of my bed in the previous vlog to sort it for him. Like, things like dust and whatnot came out of it, you know. Kids, obviously. Although I'll say his Lego was remarkably clean. I'm just going around picking up parts that I may have not done before. What's that? Piece of a pen. Not seeing too much else, and I might get that one comment or so. By the way, today we'll be filming the weekly update for the secondary channel, which also motivates me to clean my room, so maybe Sunday becomes that day, because as long as I'm not working obviously, but still got a few days off. Still not heard from my place at work though. It's currently 3 o'clock, so I might bunk off to go do those dishes. I think things like units and stuff, I might think all this, it might sort of last. I don't know, I'm still kind of deciding on that front, what the hell I want to do. So yeah, there's your update on that. I also had a bit of a thought, but I don't know if I could go through with it or not. I'm taking the lamp out of there and moving over there, but I don't know. Like, I've got an extension and junks. I've thought about that a few times. Rain is surprising, it's not. One sec, I need to think about this. Okay, I think what I'll go do is I'll go do my dishes, then come back to this, so I don't have to worry about going, oh, why have you not done your dishes yet, or any bullshit like that. So, I think keep the camera open. I always put it on charge. It will charge a bit slowly, but it means we get to keep the flash and all that other stuff. It means I'm not having to measure about a million cups together, right? So, let me do that. See you probably about, I want to say 25 past at the latest, hopefully. So, yeah. Try and see it 25 past 3, and if things don't go upon plan, probably half past. So it's 20 past, right? I exceeded my expectations and putting that live stream back on. And I liked that. I saw the whole display in the shelves. But I'm just by what if I did my shelves, but by year? That would be cool, but I could only do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a row. But it's not possible. Because I actually can't think of 7 years where I have more than one set. It would be capable. If I was to do 7 years, I think I would do, I'm not sure, probably 2005 through 2006 through 2013. 2006 through 2013 is how I would go about it, but not enough for me here to go ahead and actually make that doable. So, yeah, so, put that back on once I've cut the camera obviously, but I'm just going to work my way up here, then I'll get back to you, and then I'll sort out things like units, and then Hoover, then jobs are good enough. Just doing a little scan here using my torch. There's one there for the Lego bricks since we had the big box out earlier, well, yesterday. Dropped some bloody clothes down there the other day and was somehow too lazy to even think about dealing with them. Right. Okay, that's clear for Hoover. Anyway, so I suppose I better sort out all this junk. Okay, so this is all being sorted. I had to end up brother thought he could come in here and play, which I said to him that's fine, and then complained when I wouldn't do what he asked. I wouldn't put Lego Batman on, so only he could play it. Apparently I was to get out my own room while he could play Lego Batman. Fuck off, no. But yeah, all this I don't really need to do any sorting to. I put those books that were up there and everything. I was just sorting out to reboot the computer because I wanted to be awkward. I actually tried putting it on just to check where it was at. So if it's being awkward and really annoying, put the TV off, you know. So yeah, put the Rubik's Cube back. You can play with that. Got on my fucking nerves. Trust me, if you have younger siblings and you're watching this, you probably 100% relate. Right, so I'm just gonna go around sort of little bits and pieces here and there. Need to throw it out, and you know what? I'm just gonna grab that box. You know what? If I'm throwing it out, I'm probably gonna throw it out anyway, so may as well get well, my time's got no more half out of it. Right, so I won't put that stuff on. I told this up before the boys work tags that's sitting around. Just a bus ticket, put that in there. That. And that. And I'm going to keep that long one there, that's for my glasses when I come back close up for the isolation. See, we're making progress. My brother did do this to my consoles last week, so they fix that. I'll admit, him just throwing it down though did make for something cool, so let's see. It's just, I know what that is, it's just junk. Just anything like that I'm walking around for, just get the hell out of my room. So, I'm gonna have a quick look around, sort things here or there, deal with a few things. Then I'll come back to you guys, and then we'll obviously, you know, we will do the whole hoovering thing. Let's see. Oh, that's 100% complete. That's ideal. Dad went to the store, so yeah, he's not in. I will look around for those couple of things that might need sorting. Okay, so current time is 7 minutes until 4, which probably my whole lot clean up going on thing for about an hour. Also with that break for the dishes, it was like 20 minutes. So, found these couple of things lying around. Kind of stuff down there, like rag as well. I used to use that for cleaning Lego, but it's just not usable anymore, I don't think, so go there. Also the hoovering signs that happen, things here or there like Lego bricks and all sort, you just deal with that, so that's always, all these clothes need to be sorted, but they're all clean, so not really much of a problem. So, see, once I sorted all these damn clothes. So just in time for me having put all the clothes away, this is sorted. I'll put that there and I'm liking the look of that setup. Plus that'll stop things from falling down behind. It's never really been an issue, but still would rather prevent it nonetheless. So really just the hoovering is to go about. So there's like a couple of Lego bricks here or there that I found, and there's a couple of them. I'm just going to put them all up here. That bit of metal gear, and to show the bicycle repair guy that. Damn it! See, that's not a Lego. There we go, so I think we're pretty much ready for the hoovering the room up. Which, of course, that's always my favourite part because when that rain's coming back on, always makes it always much better, so that's good to go. So yeah, not that I'm going to use it just now, I'll put the light on. I'm just going to hit log off. Don't really need it, I'm just double checking from the cables on it. So, fix it there. Let me go get the hoover. I thought that box is junk, so I'm going to move that up on top of there. Just put on the hoover. Okay, I'll deal with those later. Also, those are the ones I need to keep. I also need to wrap that one tonight. Also, I'll take it's the Trouble and Tatooine Lego set. I've played that multiple times, so yeah, I'll deal with a lot of things here and there, but I'm gonna go get the hoover. Well, my prediction about the rain coming on, I don't know if you can tell. You can't be looking at that puddle on our driveway, or I think it's kind of obvious, right? So, whatever. Only clothes I kept out is my work clothes, I like to keep them separate. Hoover's plugged in, so I want to show you guys how bad this is actually gone. But I was pulling stuff out, which made it worse. Oh, it's a part there and a part there. See, there's two things I want to do, but I want to do it when I've got the house myself, just so no one does the wrong thing. Pull the mattress off, clear all the junk that's under my bed. And I'd also, I'm screaming, I'd like to pull, apart from the drawers, pull from my cupboard and reorganise that, because that's not been done in almost a year. So, let's plug in. Let's make it clean. Well, see the result for yourself. Much cleaner, much better looking. Find a couple from a bit of cardboard, put that there. A couple more parts to take over the area where I'm showing that. Note this vlog's already going to be longer than yesterday, so it's just accept that now. I'm kicking and screaming. Still horrible outside, obviously. It's 9 minutes past 4, so I'm going to take my earphones up there, just for convenience. I'll show you what I'm doing with all these parts. So here we have, that's basically where I've been keeping spare pieces. Basically, like, I started doing this in early January, so any spare pieces I've had in a set since then, I put in here things like brick separators and stuff. And just, I also, see if I find a little part lying in my room somewhere that I don't want to go pulling out all the boxes I've been putting in here. For instance, this is one of the weirder ones I've got. This is the spare part from the 9516 Jabba's Palace, completely sealed, never even had to. That's it, came with its spare pieces sealed, and I never ever had to use them. So like thermal detonator, a droid eye, there's some handcuffs, even one of those kind of tether pieces. So I always add these in. So here's what I've just been doing all this little while. So yeah, I'm happy. I even hoovered a little bit under my bed. I've even cleaned some of it, not all of it, but you can see a bit of the difference. Like, yes, I know there's empty packaging and shit underneath, but you know what? You can see at least in this area the carpet's even been done. Yes, there was junk under here. Yes, I get a bit messy, but fuck it. What teenager doesn't mess under the goddamn bed? I'm gonna go put this away. Okay, so I believe that's us all sorted. You saw that? I bent my head down and it fell off my face and broke. But you can see there's still the tape on them, so yeah. Can't move that. I have to fix this now. Anyway, I'm so clean. I'm very happy with the result. I think I just realised this hat has been hanging up there probably since December. I just realised how dusty all that is. It's like, how have I never knocked that off? It's amazing. Wow. Dad's back. I had to go help him with the shopping and stuff. It's what time we're on. It's coming up for 20 past 4, so while I continue to make updates here.
The family.
Oh, probably not for a while. I need to sit and write the update for the weekly updates thing I'm doing. I was like, I'm trying to write that. So anyway, I'll probably see you guys around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So I ended up filming a nearly half an hour long weekly update because I had so much to talk about. Hear music in the background. Still watching Ninjago Season 2, Episode 13, Rise of the Spinjitzu Master, and see the whole Dark Island thing with the whole Stone Warriors. If you've seen Ninjago, you know what the hell I'm on about. And those scenes with them, it's like, I want those minifigures, but I don't just like one or two Stone Warriors. I'd like to get an actual army of the Stone Warriors from Ninjago. And I'm like, I wonder how much these will cost. The Stone Warriors were only available in 2013, and that's like one of those years where Ninjago had like, what, 9 sets at the most for some reason that year. And then obviously from 2014 up, we've had like crazy amounts of sets again. And they're like £5 each. In fact, the cheapest I found them was $4.50 each for the Stone Warriors, so I definitely want to buy an army of Stone Warriors. So listen, I've got like 1 minute until I need to go through and do dishes, which, yeah, fun, I've had dinner and all that. I don't think my dad's working because he would have left by now, and there's constant annoying fucking... If you live in Glasgow, you know what the fuck GBX, all that fucking... I know people in the comments are gonna fucking rip me at this, I find that music slightly annoying and fucking cringe to listen to. It's not my cup of tea. That's annoying. But yeah, so who knows, maybe that'll be my next venture with Ninjago, because it's set space. I like built the spinners and minifigures are cool, but I'd like to have this whole base plate full of those warriors, because those guys they look badass. Unfortunately, Ninjago is one of those things where Lego should actually make army building sets. Because I can't think of any Ninjago set that doesn't come with a main character, like, other than like the polybags, but I'm not going to build an army using polybags every time. So yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to go. I'll see you after this. I changed my mind on this. So as much as I like to organise them in kind of a fighting kind of scene, I changed my mind. I'm going to organise them differently. I'm going to organise them kind of by who they are, or what their faction is, or like, you know, what they're doing. It's hard to explain. Let me show you. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm talking about. So I kind of want it done like this. Listen, if I buy multiple versions of Woohoo, they would go there. You know, Jay, Cole, Kai, Zane. You know, kind of like if I bought multiple versions, Garmadon, and then here's where it gets a bit nuts, right? So snakes and skeletons kind of got put in the same category because like they're like the main protagonist. I'm still binge watching. I'm only on season 2, episode 13, Rise of the Spinjitzu Master, but so like those are the two kind of main villains you see in the first like couple seasons. So so then this is kind of just miscellaneous. So some of these guys might be good guys, and again, I'm not one to like a sorcerer, obviously a bad guy. These two, look at their faces, they're bad guys, but this guy and this guy, I'm not sure. I'm not caught up in the show enough to really know, but yeah. And so some areas I filled out more than that is the most, filled out part I've got, and then a bit of Kai, those seem to be, relatively filled in. Obviously, like, I would have to do this, like, correctly, I would need more space, but this is kind of like a rudimentary kind of thing I've got going on here. So this is kind of the way it needs to be done. Let's see how it looks up there. The only Ninjago minifigure not featured on here would be my Golden Lloyd, because no space, and I need to do some more figuring out for that. Okay, so one last minute alteration, I thought this was a smarter idea. That way, it is kind of like, these are all like the newest versions of the characters, right? And as I expand, say I add another K or whatever, it will come forward, coming up to the top. So I'm going to add that in there. And that should look quite cool going forward, because I do plan to expand. Though I'm still looking like, the current time is now 8 minutes past 8. Like, did not take me long at all to get those dishes done. So I was including taking bins out and dealing with stuff. But yeah, this is kind of a grand idea. I might do something cool with this stand to make it look, like a green base plate. But yeah, this is kind of what's going on for Ninjago so far. So yeah. I'm gonna go. I'll probably see you guys around 9:30ish. Okay, so 2 minutes past 10. I've got my snacks and shit over there with some tea and junk. But trust me, this was a pain in the ass to cut. That's the original roll when he put all this away somewhere. But I successfully wrapped my brother's gift. Still watching Ninjago one. Tell you one thing, those Stone Army guys look cool, but the ninja droids in this look even better. I've kind of sussed out how Ninjago releases its Lego sets. It always does them the year after it happens in the series. I've kind of figured that one out. Right. And, the only year where the sets came out the same time as the series, I think, is 2011 and 2012, but the 2013, but the sets for season, right? The season 1 sets, because I know there's a couple of episodes before season 1, right? Came out 2011. Some of the season 1 stuff, right? Some of the sets for season 1 also came out in 2012, and some of the sets that were meant to come out in season 2 came out in 2013. It's crazy how they're doing it, but I like it. It prevents spoilers and junk. So let me clear up this. I even thought about using that one. Right, insurance looks a bit like this. Because this series, which is series 3 that came out in 2013, the sets came out in 2014. So this comes out like a year after, which I like the way that's done. Again, you know, releasing it, well, it doesn't provide spoilers, but you know, it kind of works somehow. I don't know. Right, well, this is a quick update. Just getting ready to chill out, to be honest. Right, on. Damn, what in the clean coin ass form here. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go chill out. That looks awful outside. My dad went to work in it. Anyway, I'll see you guys around 11ish. And so it's midnight. So yeah, still watching Lego Ninjago season 3 episode 7, The Void. Bit of a weird one, them going to space and junk, I'll be honest. So yeah, let's do our usual thing and then go from there. Right. Get on the right page, because I switched pages. You know, to write my update, because I use the same notebook I use for that. Alright, that's not a good pen. That's a decent pen. 1 second. Got one. There you go, for that's the incentive. I need to go buy new pens. Last time I bought any pens would have been August. Or at least around then. Okay then, so we have 17 days left to go. So yeah, still watching Ninjago. I'm actually really enjoying the crazy story. And I think I'll watch this episode and then I don't know what I'm going to do. However, I'm making a bit of a decision here. I don't know how well this one will go, but I'm electing not to end the vlog here. That's right. I'm going to end the vlog around 1:30 instead. Not 1:30, 12:30. I don't know. I just feel like doing that. So I'll see you guys basically in half an hour because, well, why the hell not? See ya. So it's 2 o'clock and yeah. Well done me for doing it on time. What? An hour and a half late? Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning.